Okay, Leute, anscheinend hat Charlie, also MoistCritikal, tatsächlich eine Kollabo mit Mr Beasts gemacht. Hier auch in den Trends auf seinem anderen Kanal. Eine Survival Challenge, die habe ich hier auch mal geöffnet. Ich habe es noch nicht angeschaut. Ich werde jetzt erstmal in das eine Video reinschauen, weil mich das dann doch mehr interessiert auf seinem Hauptkanal, was da los ist. Er wurde fast getötet von ihm. Mal schauen. Also nicht von ihm, aber durch ihn, durch irgendeine Challenge oder was weiß ich.
I don't want to give anyone a heart attack here with shocking information, jump scares, so this is your fair warning. Cold water is coming your way.
Oh
I
nein.
am not a survivalist. There.
Anders als Knossi oder Sascha Huber, die bei Seven vs. Wild waren. Ne? Die waren Survival-Experten für 7 Tage.
I said it. It's out in the open. Let that stew marinate in it a little bit. I could not survive in the wild no matter what. If I was born 400 years ago, I wouldn't have
Ich frage mich, würde ich überleben können? Vermutlich eine Zeit lang, ja. Aber nicht lang.
lived to see my 10th birthday. I would have probably died in the jungle from being mauled by an animal or starving to death. And
Naja, gut. Von einem Tier angefallen zu werden, kann ja jedem passieren, sage ich mal. Ich schau mal. Es ist nur Englisch, falls ihr das benötigt. Ich verstehe alles, aber ich bin mal so sozial, ne?
the most embarrassing part of starving to death for me would have been I probably would have collapsed, keeled over, died right in front of a ton of edible berries that were completely safe for consumption, but I'm too much of a hypochondriac to have even tried. But even knowing all of my shortcomings here, and also knowing I'm short,
Unlustig, sorry.
I'm not a pussy. So when Mr. Beast issued a challenge to me to survive in his wilderness for 24 hours, with a smile on my face, I said, "You bet your sweet bippy I'm gonna be able to do that. That should be pretty easy. That's child's play. 24 hours, I won't even die
Würde ich auch machen, wenn Mr. Beast mich fragen würde, aber das macht er natürlich nicht.
of starvation, and I brought a bunch of water. So, bare minimum, I'll at least be alive. Maybe not in the best condition, but I would have survived, I would think.
What's up, guys? I'm MoistCritikal, and you're watching a 24-hour...
Ja, hier haben sie die Kollabo gemacht. Das war... Jetzt ist das Video weg. Das war auch das Intro von dem anderen. Ich habe es nicht angeschaut, aber ich habe kurz angemacht und dann ging es gleich so los halt quasi, wenn ihr wisst, was ich damit sagen will. Ja. Okay, weiter.
camping challenge.
Yep, we're gonna be sitting here for 24 hours.
He's gonna be...
Ja, das habe ich auch schon auf dem anderen Kanal gesehen. Direkt vom Start an hat man ja den Größenunterschied gesehen.
Yep, we're gonna be sitting here.
Sorry, aber der sieht hier aus wie ein Monster im Vergleich zu ihm. Von der Größe her. Ne? Das ist witzig.
For 24 hours.
He's gonna be sitting here with his friends.
So Mr. Beast posted a video a month ago where he had two strangers live in the forest on his property, and every day that they survived, they got $10,000. They ended up making it over 70 days and made a ton of
Ich habe das nicht angeschaut, aber Junge, wieso werde ich nie zu sowas eingeladen, Mann?
money from it. And when watching the video, I thought it looked pretty manageable. Like, I'm not great with my hands other than a nice, beautiful 3-point basketball shot, but I still thought I could definitely do that, especially because I wasn't doing it alone. I still had all my friends with me. So I was ready to get my hands dirty. Me and the whole squad here were pretty eager to do this, and we even wanted to do a little cryptid hunting on his property because North Carolina has, like, some beautiful cryptids, apparently, like the Boojum, apparently, which is...
Cryptid, keine Ahnung, was das ist. Da weiß ich doch selbst mal ein Wort nicht, ne?
A cryptid, like a really giant hairy thing, kind of like Sasquatch, but with a fascination for precious metals and women, apparently. So I was like, that's awesome. We can catch the Boojum while camping out on his property, drinking brewskis, because it's going to be easy.
Okay,
See you at the 24-hour mark. Need anything?
Nope.
Ist es irgend so ein Tier, irgendeine Tierart, die ich wahrscheinlich sowieso nicht kennen würde? Gut.
Good.
Hi,
If you
Jimmy.
die, am I liable?
Nope.
All right, what if someone broke a leg?
No, that's fine. We have coverage. You're good.
Okay.
You're so good for
Well,
lending
then
us.
with that, have fun, boys.
Bye. I don't ever want to go back to civilization.
so good. This is like we're playing Minecraft.
Yeah, no,
it's easy.
This is like Rust. I played Rust.
All right,
We're camping.
Yeah, so we're camping. We got a checklist to go through.
Turns out it's not
Gut,
easy at all. So the whole video of this experience is on the other channel. I'll put a link to that in the description if you want.
gut, Mr. Beast hat nur das Intro gemacht, quasi. Und hier haben wir zwei verschiedene Thumbnails. Hier seht ihr das hier und hier seht ihr das. Das ist dasselbe Video.
Want to see the whole thing, I'm just going to show you some of the highlights, if that's the word you can use for it. It's really kind of lowlights, because from the very beginning, we couldn't do a single fucking thing correctly. So it's not just me being incompetent in survivalism, it was everyone. We take life for granted. If we didn't have houses, I feel like at least 60% of the population would die off within a month, because surviving in the wilderness is not easy, especially on Mr. Beast's property. When I watched that video, I also expected that the forest...
Gut, die hätten mal eine Drohnenaufnahme von Mr. Beast seinem Eigentum, seinem Grundstück zeigen sollen, wie groß das tatsächlich ist und so weiter. Hätte mich interessiert.
That they were in the wilderness was like heavily catered to be safe, you know, like no bears, nothing dangerous or anything. I thought it was like really bougie and, you know, it wasn't that difficult. Well, it turns out it's just fucking God's country out there. It is actually just untouched jungle. So we were surrounded by coyotes, an unbelievable amount.
In welchem Bundesstaat ist das? Mann, ich will's wissen. Ja gut, das ist gefährliche Tiere, okay, ich hab's verstanden.
It was so fucking hard.
How's he doing?
That's some big wood.
That is some big wood.
That's some big wood, and he's making a smaller wood exactly like we need. Charlie, do you think you're the best camper?
Yep.
All right.
I know how to chop wood. In fact, fun fact, I actually practice wood chopping motions by using a sledgehammer on a tire just for cardio. I actually really like hitting a tire with a sledgehammer because I think it's great cardio. But unfortunately, we didn't have the classic meaty...
Gute Idee, könnte ich vielleicht auch mal in mein Training mit einfügen, mit integrieren.
axe. Instead, we just had this little one-handed hatchet here that's just like a little fucking toy.
When Roanoke settlers disappeared, following their trajectory, they would have landed right here in these woods.
Huh.
They could still be out here.
So look out for little eyes peeping back at you when you're looking in the woods.
This is what it's all about.
This is what it's all about. In big city living, sometimes you forget where we came from. It's good to go back.
And sometimes, you know, it gets so bright out there you can't see the scales. You get them all?
Mm-hmm.
Show them one more time.
Good thing we're about to get the fire going.
We want a stick.
You're doing pretty good for a minute.
Gut, sie haben jetzt was gebaut. Der hier anscheinend einen Bogen und der einen Speer. Was ist da hinten? Ein Flohmarkt oder was?
Never made a bow drill.
I think you've got it.
The fact that we can't even do it with a flint and steel makes me think we're never going to do it with wood.
Yeah, no, for sure never.
Yeah, but I watched a tutorial on how to do it with wood, so we'll get it.
We need way fluffier tinder than this.
Well, who's on shrubbery duty? I think you are now.
What the fuck?
It wants to light. It told me. It said,
Was sind das alles für Leute? Ich kenne nur den einen oder die zwei, wo zu Charlie gehören. Den einen gerade mit den blonden Haaren habe ich noch nie gesehen in meinem ganzen Leben. Und hier verwenden sie Feuerstahl. Man hat es auch bei Seven vs. Wild gesehen. Sie haben anscheinend auch Schwierigkeiten, hier den Zunder zum Brennen zu bringen.
please.
It's starting to smoke.
Well, that's what men do.
Sunlight soon.
Oh, that was so good.
Whoa.
You got it, Danny.
Magic hands.
You got it, you got it.
Magic hands.
Hot hands,
Eine Ewigkeit später.
Danny.
You can do anything.
2 hours later.
Sage ich ja. Genau diesen Joke.
I think you get in the next 10.
I think so too.
I've been thinking that for a long time.
7.
You got this, brother.
6.
Oh, there's smoke. 3, 2.
Sieht aber auch aus, als würde es jeden Moment angehen.
We went through the whole tech tree on how to make a fire there. So we initially started with just hands and stick. Chase gave that one a whirl. That wasn't getting us very far. We then had Matt working on a bow drill, which that never even came close. Caleb then started working on a bow drill. That got a little smoke for a second. We then went to flint and steel. Still couldn't get the flint and steel to work, which is probably the most shameful thing imaginable. But the problem was all of the
Wir haben es ja bei Seven vs. Wild gesehen, das ist wirklich schwierig teilweise. Die Leute hatten alle Probleme damit. Ne?
the sticks, all of the things we were using to try and catch fire were kind of damp, because it must have rained a little before we got there or something, because everything was still kind of damp, so it wasn't lighting.
Ja, gut.
So we started trying to put like
sein.
paper on it and other things that were flammable.
Das
Like
ist,
as I was
Könnte sein, dass es am Regen lag, ja.
fucking firebending with the flint and steel, nothing would ignite. Danny sat there for like actually 30 minutes straight, just constantly shooting flames at it like a goddamn Charmander. Still nothing was catching fire. So eventually what I did is I just ripped the sleeve off of my flannel, threw it on there, and had Danny light that, which finally worked.
Now the shirt.
That counts.
Wait, don't blow.
Yeah, let it anymore.
Don't blow anymore.
Ja, jetzt ist Nacht und die 24 Stunden sind schon fast vorbei, wahrscheinlich.
Wait, you're smothering it.
No, I'm getting the pininess above it. Danny!
Good.
Guy. Of course I've got to have
Success, Charles. Now we can start making chairs.
To the bone to give us this beautiful fire. Yeah, now we just need
Wunderschön.
furniture.
We do need
Ah, ja,
furniture.
ich hab's
Those are
gehört.
Yeah,
so
getting-
bright.
Getting hit by like 5 stadium lights.
People watching my Chef
Mine's
Boyardee.
off. That was cool. You pinched myself in it.
Charlie, how are the chairs coming?
Nicht schlecht.
Sorry.
Well, I can't see anymore.
What I didn't factor into the equation is just how dark it gets when there's not street lights. Like, that goes without saying, obviously, but you never really experience some kind of light somewhere. Out there, you can't see your hand in front of your face if you're not right in front of the fire or have a light source. So it became almost impossible for me to even try and make little seats, which I don't know why I thought I had the ability to do that. There were some big logs there. What I was going to do is just chop through them to make kind of like a flat surface out of them to set down. But when it became that dark, that no longer...
Gut, war es wirklich so dunkel? Wir werden es gleich sehen. Sie hatten ja Kameras mit, was weiß ich, dabei alles. Mal schauen.
became a possibility unless I did it like on top of the fire and like burnt myself, just singed my skin for it. So it wasn't worth the effort anymore. What we ended up doing is just rolling over some big logs and using that to sit on, or using like coolers that we had brought.
What are we actually doing out here, Charlie?
Monsters. What the fuck is the name of that show? Mountain Men, Mountain Monster Men. The group of people that go out and hunt cryptids in the forest, and they use all kinds of whatchamahoozits to try and catch them. So we brought a bunch of like cryptid hunting gear, as well as even like paranormal ghost hunting gear, like EMF readers and...
Gut, sie wollten irgendwas fangen, diese Tiere, und haben Geister-Equipment mit dabei, wie die Ghostbusters. Ja, anscheinend. Viel passiert hier nicht mehr. Ich werde jetzt mal ein bisschen noch ans Ende spulen, mal schauen.
Appreciation for the two guys in that Mr. Beast video that made it 70 days out there. Granted, they didn't stay in the location we stayed at for the whole time. They did move, and I think that was probably for the best, because where we were at fucking sucked. Like, we constantly were hearing coyotes. There was just nothing to even, like, grab that you don't have to...
Gut, wir sehen das Ende nicht, wo sie abgeholt werden oder wie es endete. Ich werde mir jetzt das andere Video nicht anschauen. So sehr interessiert es mich dann doch auch wirklich nicht. Ja, es werden hier etwas übertrieben mit Kojoten. Es kann sein, aber gut, so heftig war es jetzt auch nicht. Das war's mit der Reaktion.